Hi all, here's a small demo of the AGENTS.md support I'm adding in the language server. So if you're not familiar, AGENTS.md is a standard way of providing custom rules to agents, quite similar to our existing chat rules. So you can see here I've added some instructions in my global home folder. So these will apply to all Duo sessions and all projects. So a great place to provide your own personal instructions for Duo, since the file is not part of any repository. So you can see here when I switch to the terminal, I've run Duo CLI, it's been provided with the rules, and it has followed the instructions it was given. So I'm testing a Duo CLI here, but it will work mostly the same in JetBrains VS Code since it's inside the language server itself. Now, where AGENTS.md starts to differ from our existing chat rules is that you can have many of them in the system at once, anywhere in the repository, which lets you put really specific instructions in specific places. So you can see here I've added one at the repository root, which just shows Duo how to format our code with Prettier. And then here in the docs folder, I've added another one with some specific guidance on how to write documentation in our style guide or rules. So I'm running the CLI, but this time I'm running it from inside the docs folder. And so with agents.md, it'll always resolve the most specific, closest one to where you're running it. So when I ask Duo to scaffold out a contributing to Duo doc, when it pops in, you can see here that it's followed the rules and it's used GitLab Duo instead of just Duo. Now you can imagine in a monorepo like the language server here, with many separate packages, you could add domain-specific guidance to each package. Anytime you notice that Duo is struggling with some concept, you can add some guidelines for it. So the last part that I want to show you is some prompting that I've added in here. I'll demonstrate it in VS Code this time just to show it working there. We automatically resolve the most specific agents.md file and include the content of that up front. Because there could be many of these files in the repo, we don't want to front load all of them. That would probably just pollute the context. So I've set it up to discover all of the agent.mds in the repo, and then it includes a prompt that includes those file paths and a hint for Duo to use them. So to demonstrate that, here in the packages CLI directory, I've added an agent.md. Never write jokes about developers preferring dark mode because light attracts bugs. This is foreshadowing. And then if I jump into agentic chat, and so this is running from the root of the repo. So Duo doesn't have this agent.md that I just added there. It only has the root one. Ask it for a joke in contributing.md. Duo is going to add its favorite joke of all time. Who said that AI is non-deterministic? So now I'll ask it for another joke inside of the CLI package. So this time Duo should know that there's an agents.md file inside the CLI package, and it should read that before it edits this file. There you go. And on that note,